Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from Transformers Beast Wars. These are the Walmart exclusive retro reissues of Cheetor and Rattrap. As I just said, these are Walmart exclusives, so you can only get them there. And I have to tell you, I ordered them some time ago, and they were supposed to be shipped in 2 days, but there was a delay, several delays. I know some people have found them in stores well before then. I honestly thought the orders were canceled, but sure enough, they did show up, and here they are. They look really cool. So, not much to say about the beast modes. We're going to pause, come back, and take a look at Ratrap. Okay, so here's Ratrap. This is from what I can tell, a nice reproduction of the original figure. I never had Ratrap originally. In fact, I never really had any Beast Wars figures originally. I was not collecting at the time. But the gimmick to Ratrap is it's a one-step changer. Actually, well, one step in quotes, but one thing I do want to mention is there is ball joints here on the rat feet, so there is some articulation in the rat mode, and kind of nice little aggressive look on the face, but you have a robot shoved up underneath there. Well, to do the transformation, lift up the tail. That will free up that whole back section. Continue to bring it up and around, and then what you want to do is fold the tail down, sort of tuck it in there, and then to finish the transformation, you're gonna unpeg the hands from the inside, just like so. And there you have Ratrap in its robot mode. One little bad thing is, unfortunately, the hips and knees are ball joints, and they are loose as heck. Like, the figure just cannot stand easily, if at all. Now, he does have weapon storage. Come in under this side, pull this section out, and then come in under the other arm, pull that section out, and one section will sandwich into the other, forming its little hand rifle. And there you go. Now there's, again, ball joints in the shoulders and elbows, and just a swivel. Well, I think there is a little bit of a ball joint there in the head, but like I said, this is a figure that you're going to have to really handle to keep it standing. Let's see if I can do something here. A little rotation. Try something, because it's really, the entire rat shell is basically on its back, and that's the problem. Oh, there you go. Got it. So it can stand, so that's nice. Go back into rat mode, remove the weapon, separate the bits. Peg it in just like that. Take this section, and then peg it in just like there. Take the arms. There's little pegs for the fist to secure themselves into. Come around the back, free up the tail, and start pushing back down on that section. Close it all the way up, just like that. Should sort of like peg into place, and then just get the feet up, tucked up underneath there. Just like that. And there you have Ratrap back in its rat mode. This is a kind of cool figure for back in the day. Obviously, we've seen the one-step changers done a little bit differently. Head doesn't fold as flush as I would like, but again, this is back in the day. This was kind of cool. So now let's pause and take a look at Cheetor. Okay, and here's Cheetor. And now, why I didn't have an original Ratrap What I do have for Cheetor is a reissue from Takara from the early 2000s. Let's see if I can read the date off the box. It's even there. Originally, I thought this was a Sonicon release, which, if for those of you who don't know, Sonicon is Takara's Korean partner, and they're best known for doing a lot of the Brave series reissues from the early to mid 2000s that is basically is the core of many people's collections, and that because those are the really only options to get Brave figures. But they are not knockoffs. These are not these are not reproductions. These are made in Korean factories using the Takara molds and tooling. So these are official releases just for the Korean market. But well, that's what Sonicon is. But this it does say Takara on the box, so I'm going with that. It says 1995, but I think this is a little bit later, like a reissue from like the verse packs they were doing towards the end. But who knows? If you know better, here, let me, if you guys know any better, this is the box. If you, is this a reissue? Is this the original Cheetor? Is this a, Sonicon reissue, even though it says Takara on the box? Let me know. I want to say Sonicon just because I got it the same time as the Sonicon Magnaboss release. But anyway, this is the Hasbro reissue Cheetor on the left, and this is the Takara version on the right. And as you can see, it's basically the same thing. Now, I know with the original Kenner Hasbro releases of Cheetor, there were some running changes, variants with the eye color of the cheetah mode, the eye color of robot mode, and the pattern here on the back of the cheetahs. And I have to tell you, I do notice some differences in the paint detail and the pattern of the cheetah spots, especially I think it was here on the side, but then again, that could just be a just difference in paint deco, or I don't think it was an intentional thing, but that is about it for cheetah mode. I mean, the coloring is virtually identical. Like, something tells me like this was a reissue and made to look more like the Hasbro version, which may or may not have been more animation accurate, but I'm not 100% sure. I've had it for like almost 20 years now. So for the transformation, very simple. Come in, remove the tail section there. Come in underneath, remove the gut gun, which is also a water blaster. We will not be trying that out. I just, don't do that. But you can see there's molded in intestines on the blaster. For the tail here, just go ahead and flip it back. That reveals that tail weapon. Now for transformation, straighten out the rear legs. You can go ahead now and flip out the feet. There's little notches there to help get you started. Rotate the waist around. Then go and rotate the legs around at the thigh, calf, what have you, right above the knee. Come in the back here. Free up the head a little, just to give you a little space to pop some joints. Bring the front legs down, and start opening things up here in the back. Joints are much tighter on Cheetor, I should mention. This middle section, going to come down, that'll form the crotch plate. This back section here is going to be the arms, so come in, fold it out, just like so. Fold it out all the way on those hinges so it's flat like that. Rotate the arm around so these the back section is facing up, and then bring the elbows down just like that. Grab the cheetah head, bring it down, rotate it up around, tuck it in, and there we have the mutant face, which will be used on Shadow Panther. We want to just flip it back, And there's Cheetor's face and eyes. I always felt that I could have sworn that the chest went in more, but it really doesn't. But you want to make sure you angle it down so you can see the face. Head does rotate, so there you have that. In terms of holding the weapons, peg it in just right there, and peg it in right there. Unfortunately, there's no weapon storage in robot mode. You could, I think, try to peg the tail cannon back in here, but then you'll have something dangling down. And I don't think the gut cannon can fit. Yeah, no, this back piece is a little too far back to push it in. So yeah, now let's compare the robot modes with the Takara version, which is adjusting the camera. So let's go just real quick. And here's the Takara Cheetor. Now coming in, getting a good look at the heads here, you can see that whereas this has a blue diamond on the top of the head, this one has a gold and like a copperish diamond right there. So there is that difference right there, but this looks to have, the Hasbro version looks to have a more metallic blue sheen to it, where this has that like darker blue, but it's more of a matte. Other than that, detailing on the weapons is the same. The articulation is the same. Ball joints in the shoulders, hinge at the elbow, ball joint at the hips, hinge at the knee. Again, back in the day, these were very well articulated and impressive figures. Kind of cool, kind of interesting. Something I really dig. I know I sometimes have a bit of a reputation for being down on Beast Wars, and to be honest with you, it's more about just trying to get that head in. I have the on the Hasbro, I have the cheetah head facing down more. Being a little bit down on Beast Wars, and to be honest with you, it's just after these first year figures, forget about no real hands. In a lot of cases, you had no real arms, and that just drove me nuts. So, but guys like Cheetor, Rattrap, Optimus Primal, I really dug. I thought that they were cool figures, and glad to have them. So, let's go ahead and get the Takara Ratrap out of the way, and we'll just do a transformation for Cheetor back into its beast mode. Remove the weapons, just like so. Now the instructions on the Hasbro version do show you having the mutant head exposed, but you can just leave the robot head up and forward, and we'll do it that way. Let's bring this out, rotate the panel around just like that. Rotate the arms up and around. And then bring the arms back in. You're going to fold them up as you go. Get them all nice and tight. There's tabs that will fit in behind the cheetah head. Bring up that hip piece right there. And these front arms the front cheetah legs do kind of secure everything in place. Now, one thing that kind of annoys me is that it always ends up with like Cheetor's robot head being a little off center, but that really doesn't affect anything. So fold the feet down, rotate the hips around, rotate the legs around again at the thigh, below the knee, above. And if you notice, one thing that's kind of cool is they did make an effort to try and hide the robot bits using paint. That's why you're doing that double rotation. Bend the legs down at the knee. You can position it when we're done. Bring the gut cannon in. Just pop it in just like so. Fold the tail back. And it will just double peg in right here. And there you have Cheetor back in its cheetah mode. So we'll pause, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Cheetor and Ratrap are fine figures. These are great reissues. The gimmicks, the transformation gimmicks still work. Like I said, I didn't have the Ratrap back in the day, so I don't know if the figure was actually that loose back in the day. I mean, there is obviously some mold degradation, but you're really just buying it for the quick transformation. As I mentioned, I got these from Walmart. I got them off of Walmart.com, but you can find them in stores as well. And unfortunately, the only issue really is the price. Both Cheetor and Ratrap are priced about $20 or so each. And when you figure that back in the day, Cheetor was a deluxe figure and Ratrap was more of a basic figure, and Cheetor was actually well under $10, I'm pretty sure, back in the day, and Ratrap was well under $10. Cheetor was around 15 or so, depending. Yeah, there is that little bit of discrepancy. I think maybe Ratrap should have been packaged in with a larger figure to try and even out the price there. It's kind of funny that they mentioned that on the packaging that Cheetor is deluxe, and with Ratrap, they make no mention of that and just mention it's, a spring transformation, which more of like a ratcheting thing. But if you've never had Beast Wars figures, then definitely this is worth a pickup. If you have Beast Wars figures, and maybe don't want to handle them as much, these are great replacements just to fiddle around with. I know they also have the Optimus Primal and Megatron figures available. I don't know how many more, if any more, they're going to do after this. I'm hearing rumors there might be a wave 2, so keep an eye out for that. Well, with that being said, this is your old pouch. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you like this review, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. While I will always appreciate the views, the likes, comments, and subscriptions help communicate to YouTube through their algorithms that my channel should be exalted and held upon high. If you want to make the ultimate sign of support, I do have a Patreon. It is www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month or $12 a year. No thrills, no tears, no special rewards. All you're doing is helping me help you, help me to help you bring figures like these guys to you, as well as keeping up the infrastructure of the channel. For those of you who are playing along at home, I am now using, this review was recorded using the Foldio 2 Lightbox. I did get one, and it's very nice for these like deluxe, smaller sized figures. Hopefully we'll try with a Voyager just to see. I think Voyager will be the max size I can do, because I get in here, get my hands in here. But for the Patreon, there is a link in the description below, a little card here in the corner. But as I always say, if you can't afford the $1 a month, $12 a year, your views are more than thanks enough. So that's about it. Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everybody. This is your old pal Chuck for Cheetor and Ratrap. We will see you next time.